Hi, Soul Tribe. Thank you for joining me. I have some interesting downloads that were just coming to me in the shower for today's reading. This is probably one of the most excited, I guess, downloads that's been coming through for, I would say, for even a couple of months. So I couldn't wait to share this with you. We've got like a little bit of reflection stuff to do with past lives and things that are coming up today. So we're going to be ending cycles. We're going to be ending timings, and I can see we've got the gorgeous rainbow sun here as well. And I can see Tim's catching the replay. So we do have, let me just pop this up. Thank you for your beautiful comments too, everyone. So we do have full moon in Pisces, partial lunar eclipse, which will be on September 17th. So this is going to be an extra potent full moon. We know that Pisces helps us to tap into our spirituality, taps us deeper into psychic senses, and a part of why spirit's directing me towards some of the notes and things like that I'm going to go through today. But yeah, this will be like a feeling of being like really to go within. The sun is also going to illuminate things for us to do with like hiding in the background in terms of spiritual hunches, spiritual intuition, past life energy. Yeah, I feel it's helping us to get to the heart of the matter as well. Let me just also pop this down. Hey, great, let's do. So yeah, really exciting energy with this lunar eclipse coming up. The keywords that I was getting, it's really interesting because Spirit was giving me the word keyword and to take note of the different keywords. So what I was getting, interesting throat chakra stuff coming up as I'm talking about this. Witch hunt was the big word that was coming up at the moment. So I do feel that we are in almost like a reflection of past witch hunts, and I just going to be an energy coming up. So just noticing it around collective, noticing it, I guess, if you're hearing it in media or news or anything like that. But I do feel a witch hunt energy coming up. So what I mean by this is basically where spirit was showing me it's almost like trying to attack those that hold the light and trying to expose them as witches. So I really felt like a really interesting energy come up with that. I do get that it's more sort of like operations, accusing or doing like the witch hunt, just like in the old days, which a lot of us have had past lives around. So that's going to be fascinating to look into with the cards. I made sure to not look into it yet. I've just received the keywords and the downloads around that. I feel that spirit was tapping me into that this particular super lunar eclipse with Pisces is going to be a time to actually tap deep into channeling. So it's almost like this witch hunt energy that is trying to get us to shut off from our gifts and things, when actually it's an invitation to go even deeper. This energy of the eclipse will also represent endings and beginnings as well. So it's going to be fascinating. I did feel that there was an alignment with your boots on the ground, or like put your sword in the ground type frequency or energy, like hold tight. I did also feel that there was another energy around for this week, around trying to like release or give up. It's almost like being in a vice or a pressure cooker. And I'm seeing this energy of it's like only the toughest survive. So really interesting, like imagery coming in. I did also write down the words invest in self, acknowledge gifts. What I saw was things like around noticing like patterns and that. And I know that we talk about that at other times. Hey, Amy. If you're just catching up with or just tuning in now, we're talking about witch hunt energy for this week. Just get into it in a moment. But before we do, I want to remind you guys, I do have a lot of things on my website still. So you'll see here in this little navigation bar, there's more information. Some it's like we're in Mercury retrograde. There's more info around different things that you can see on here. Even if you go in to have a look into the shop section of my website, you'll see that there's various different things. There's more information around my readings, soul bowls and smoothies, and my book and CDs and all that kind of things, cards and mantra bands that are on there. But if you're wanting to book a reading, I do take my bookings through Mason Jupiter. So you will see there is the Starseed reading, the Mystical Oracle reading, and I don't have the other one up on this particular page, but I do also have the holistic wellness session. And we have some exciting things. Actually, let me just click in to my channel for a second because I've put some new playlists on here. So if you missed us the other day, you will see that I've got this up. There we go. So there's one from, there's many different playlists, but there's meditation playlists that I've got here. Yeah, all of the different past shows and things that I've done, you'll be able to view a heap on here. So let's get started and having a look into, I want to look first into this witch hunt energy, just because it was coming through really, really strong. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention, exciting new show that I have coming up next week. Please get your pens and paper ready. I'm actually going to be doing live psychic readings for the audience. So I'm going to do, at the moment, I'm sort of thinking around half an hour, 45 minutes. We'll see how it goes. I'm just going to follow intuition and be led by spirit. But yeah, this is going to be a fun opportunity for you guys to ask questions, and we will look into cards for you all personally. So let's have a look and see what is coming up with this witch hunt energy and what spirit wants us to know. Let me just pop this up. Okay, I keep hearing spirit say past, past, past. It's almost like we're re-emerging or having a cycle. The other thing that I'm seeing with the witch hunt energy too, it's fascinating. It's almost, if we see an energy kind of they're giving me the word breeding, and I'm seeing something being stirred up. It almost looks like a pot or some kind of energy being stirred up and wanting to spread out to humanity again, and it's got a green glowing luminescence to it. So I feel there's various different witch hunt times. They're also referring to our recent past in the last just couple of years, for those that didn't take the that there is also an energy of witch hunt around that. So it could be using your spiritual gifts, but it could also be witch hunt for not falling in line with the program as well. Yeah, it's going to be a fun show next weekend. All right, let's see. Okay, they want 2 more cards. And let's see what we have. All right, so I've got 5 cards. I'm just going to feel into these. It's interesting. Spirit's actually drawing me to my left ear. So this is to listen, or he giving me the word specifically to learn from the past. Where is it that you have given power away? Where is it that you felt that you need to pull back or to hide or make yourself feel small in order to make other people feel comfortable? So this is the time to step into alignment with your higher self, to not let anything come in to disrupt, corrupt, or shake you off your mission that you're here to do in this lifetime. So really strong energy. The moon is helping us to reaffirm this feeling. And I feel that this ends now is the word. I'm seeing a line in the sand be drawn really, really clear as well. So I do feel that this is making a commitment to our sovereign selves, as well as our collective, beautiful soul tribe. We have each other with support as well. Oh, thanks, Debs. I really appreciate your beautiful comments, everyone. I love you all. So let's flick these cards over and see what comes up. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. We totally have. Now, some might feel a need to run. Hey, John, I'm still getting throat chakra stuff come up with this. So this might bring up fears. It might, and I'm getting a shakiness in the nervous system come up as I'm running my hand over these particular cards. So the first card we have, oh, I just saw something. So the first card that we have is the card of the Aeon, or the Eon. And this for me is a card of transformation. What's really interesting, talk about a symbol for witch hunt. We have Medusa here. And with Medusa, and you guys have heard me say this on more than one show, Medusa was actually even more beautiful than Aphrodite. And there was a lot of jealousy amongst the goddesses. So she got turned into a Pegasus, and people still loved and adored her. So she got turned into the goddess that we know today. Now, what happens sometimes if, as a child, you're told something over and over and over, you get programmed, and you start to take on that as your blueprint. So what we have here, a bit of victimization to do with like witch hunt energy. This is actually taking our power back. It's turning it around. So in this explanation, it would be really dissolving and collapsing some of those timelines around that energy. You would see her go into is tap into her inner radiance, her inner beauty, what it was that she was originally born with as that blueprint. And we still see that it's there in the womb space energy. So we have Horus here, we have Nut, the mother sky goddess, and we have here these three babies. So we see here there's a metamorphosis going from physical 3D into 4D into 5D. And this little symbol down here, Shin, this in Hebrew represents a clay pot. So it's breaking down our old concepts, any old feeling of, the finger being pointed at you for being a witch, or the finger being pointed at you for speaking out or speaking your truth or living, your own your own kind of like best life energy. Yeah, this is breaking away from people pleasing. And we have Princess of Wands with this beautiful sunshine. So, our mission as witches in these past lives, and we see the alchemy card too. So our mission as healers, as witches, as seers, as oracles and prophecy people was here for humanity. But what we see is a derailing. We're seeing being drawn in to past patterns. So we know here that her throat chakra was being suppressed. I've been doing a little bit of throat chakra stuff shifting later today. It's so interesting what Spirit's pointing out with all of this. But yeah, we have these beautiful flowers of compassion. So this is to have compassion from people that didn't know better, that didn't realize hypnotic influence, and that they were hypnotically influenced with this witch hunt type energy. So it's to realize in your life and with, I guess, surrounding life around, or even, within like online world as well, but being, swayed or kind of like put towards witch hunt type energy. So you guys know that I will talk about with this princess as well, that she really is us when we're not in that Queen of Wands energy. So when we're thrown over, we're sort of like, how would I say, the word Spirit's giving me is devalued or depowered. We see here that we get swayed in too much of what other people think. So this is your opportunity and invitation to tap back into this inner alchemy that you have, that's part like magic from within, and not just in these other lifetimes, but in the here and in the now. And we see here this beautiful bare breast, where she has all of this heart chakra energy, this nourishment that she's here to like pour into home and our world. We see here that she's also a temple, a container for such things to exist inside of her. So you're here to repeat, to bring the magic, to bring the energy, to bring the healing, to bring the oracle nature that you have within you. Begin to switch it up, and we're about to change things. This is actually a really, really huge eclipse energy, is what I'm being told, and I've got goosebumps all over my arms. Now, you hear me talk about this, the writing around here, Ori Malkith. So this represents people that are chosen to house or to hold this particular light within them. So we do see a witch hunt around this sort of thing at the moment. So just beware, use your intuition, I guess, even around gossip and things like that. The other thing that I'm is also, this is a little bit different, but like renouncing energy. So say, for example, you have certain readers or things like that that might have been involved in, cards and things, and then they've renounced it as though it's the tool of the devil and things. I'm seeing a bit of energy come up too. The other thing that we see here is the change card. So this is Jupiter, and we also see it's Capricorn. So we know this is the Mobius strip. It's that that infinity symbol. This is, and I can see some of our soul tribe also feeling this. Emma's saying, I felt my third eye tingling a few nights ago. Yeah, so there's a lot happening with psychic senses. I had a huge, amazing meditation. John and I actually did that the other day together, and just lying over the other sides of the world. But yeah, I felt huge heart chakra energy and kundalini activation and like tingling going out and rippling out, so much so that it actually made me giggle because it kind of was tickling. So we're going through huge change at the moment. But yeah, with this card for me represents like a portal of change. So it's here if we want to take it. And we're going to be stepping into uncharted territory. So we have the card of the Fool. And this for me, you guys know that I talk being an archetype for Peter Pan type energy. Oh, wow, Jody, that's amazing. So Jody saw herself as an oracle in a dream this week. Yeah, very positive. I've also been having dragons just constantly sit with me all week. So two beings. And I saw a few other people talking about dragons online. So the other thing I put out this week was that the dragons will be returning. So just as we see fairies and things like that show up in certain videos, I also feel the presence of dragons that will be coming back. And I saw someone I'm following on Facebook actually took a picture that looked like a dragon in the sky, a golden dragon hidden in the clouds. So really beautiful things coming up ahead. But in order for this to come up, we also need to embrace to this magical other realm or otherworldly part of us as well. So you guys also know I talk about this being very Alice in Wonderland gold pill type energy. So I feel that we're in uncharted territory. I feel that we're sort of out on the side of the boat. I don't know if any of you have done, say, on like catamarans and things where you're kind of hooked in, just hanging out over the side of the boat. But I feel we're actually untethered is the word that Spirit is bringing to me with this. So it's going to feel a little bit like we're all floating out there on our, know that we're doing this as a soul tribe together. Yeah, how cool was it, John? It was such an amazing meditation. Awesome. So Britt Marine has also been seeing dragons. I love that. Oh, wow, Debs. Maybe I don't want to give you an excuse to go buy crystals. I don't want to support an expensive habit. But yeah, rainbow sun as well. So many dragons in the clouds over summer here. Even a Chinese dragon. Wow. And we are the dragon as well. So really, really beautiful. And yeah, don't worry. We're definitely going to stay safe. And I think Spirit just wanted us to have this conversation so that if we know that something is coming up, or if we're seeing like witch hunt type style energy, we might have trying to shut people down. And let me see. Ah, interesting. So Debs is saying, I had a very interesting day with enlightening people, and a couple of demons there called me a witch for speaking the truth. One strangers, new light workers came to rescue. How lovely. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that you had that support. Yeah, how fascinating. The witch hunt has begun, and we're not even in October yet. Okay, so let's clarify and have another look. Yeah, definitely. It's a year of the dragon. Okay. All right. So let's see what Spirit wants to show us. Inner alchemy is the word that they're giving. It's about remembering our mission before this lifetime and before the other lifetimes associated with this energy. I just ends here. So we're really shutting down any kind of like cooperation. And this is interesting, actually. I've just been reminded of something a friend told me. I haven't actually been there, but in Salem, apparently they had, the witch trial, but just some of the stories and things he was saying, and I don't know if I want to share some of them because they're a little bit gruesome, but what was interesting, I'll share one. There's one that has a significant message related to the energy Spirit's talking about, actually, like a ladder and a tree. And he said that people would be ordered to go walk up the tree, put the rope around the neck. Oh my gosh, look at this as I'm talking about the rope around the neck. So yeah, there's definitely a little bit more throat chakra things to shift, I would say, energetically around this. But anyway, essentially, they would hang themselves. So I don't know what we would do in that same situation. I know for myself, I shot and like run at the distance. I wouldn't be putting myself in a position, because what are they going to do? They're going to shoot you, you know? So yeah, interesting. So I think he said out of 11 people at this one retreat that actually did that. So yeah, I do feel that we're really closing out from that side of things. And there was definitely a lot harsher punishments and things too. And remember that you were freed of being a witch after the death. So we don't need any more of that. We back into our gifts and magic, and just like the psionic power show that I did on Mason Jupiter the other week. So what we have is 5 of coins. There's still a lot of mental energy, anxiety, things held within our physical body. As you can hear, a bit held within throat chakra. But yeah, 5 of disc energy. This I feel, I'm hearing spirit say the word controlled. And then we have the card of power. So we actually need to take the coins. We need to use this foundation, and we need to look, what is it that they were afraid of with the witches, essentially. So it's not that like people are just innocently being just I guess mixed up or confused within this. They potentially had a lot of power and potentially could lead things in a different direction these people didn't want. So 4 of coins, the card of power, Capricorn energy again, and the sun. So this is definitely about taking our power back. 5 of cups. We need to shift some of the heartache, some of the emotions, some of the losses and things as well. Many near me, the last hanging in England was down the road from me for white witches. So sad. Yeah, I feel like, and with it being Friday the 13th, just a couple of days ago as well. And I read something interesting that it said that it actually I think it was the pagan side of things, a day to pretty much get together with your partner. And yeah, I'm wondering how much I can say to keep it G-rated here, but it was to have a good time and to, I guess, whip up a lot of we'll just say that. So anyway, the healing card comes up. So essentially, if I take and separate what we have, there's still many of us holding 5 of cups energy. This is disappointment. This is fear. It's a big one. It's kidney energy with this. So we need love. We need to step into compassion for ourselves and step into our power, really like in deep meditation a lot, as much as you can over this super moon period. But yeah, 4 of swords, heart energy as well. And then we see an ace of cups. We also see an 8 of coins. So you have an opportunity for something brand new to really anchor and shift and grow. And with this 8 of coins, this is Virgo and Sun energy. There's something that you have to bring into fruition. Oh, sorry, I think I said ace of cups. It's ace of coins. So there might even be some financial bonds and ties around this old program that once you start to step into this energy, you start to step into really like plan. Some of you might have been hiding or shadowing in the background with some of this witch child energy that we've got come up quite big. And yeah, many of them would have been herbalist. And definitely divine feminine power energy is what I'm getting, that we didn't have wizards and male energy as part of this, because we did. Let's see. Hey, is there any major lesson that we need to shift to really overcome this once and for all? Let me just pop these. And I will just get my Avalon deck. Feels appropriate. Wisdom of Avalon. And yeah, oh, that's so true, John. So yeah, it was all about fear. And that's the 5 of Cups energy. It's usually kidneys at the top. And then we see it gets into the water and it pollutes it. So notice where fear is being polluted. What areas of are they trying to send it out in the matrix? Because I really feel this is program stuff that we're ending. Okay, got quite a few here. Oops, and I just realized I mixed two decks. So we have the cat, independence, healthy boundaries. And look at this, independence, healthy boundaries, burden. So we need, and we know that a cat is quite often a symbol for a witch's familiar. And yeah, it is a beautiful deck. It's this burden, this old energy. And let's see what else we have. Oh my gosh. Wow. Whew, this is huge. Okay, so we have the Lady of the Lake, absolute truth, courage, self-respect, really, yeah, Lyra energy. So yeah, sword energy, truth. We see this red ribbon as well. Red ribbons are actually used quite a lot in magic. They're also a symbol of power and concentration. You can even send telepathic messages with red ribbons. You can do binding and things like that. Really interesting. We also have the card of movement, and we see this Aquarian-like water symbol. So we need to let this energy go. We need to allow that to move, allow it, remind our nervous systems as well that we're no longer holding this. There's no more space within us for this fear of our own power, of our own gifts. We have the romance, illusion, and seeking the sacred. So they're not forgetting the divine masculine. Look at this. This is masculine, feminine energies working together to help release this. It's so beautiful. And I can see Carol is saying fear is almost in every topic, sad, but identifying it helps that to know it's being manipulated. So let's look at how Spirit is encouraging to shift some of this fear. I want 3 cards. That's what Spirit shows. The Alice deck. Okay, I'm going to flip these right over. Wow. So how we create change and how we create a shift. 4 of Swords, healing meditation. Hey, Becca. Lovely to see you here. So, oh, and good point, Amy. Balance of energies, definitely with that masculine and feminine. So we're going to heal some of these witch wounds with meditation. So as much as you can through the week into your power, even work with reanimating and activating the Kundalini energy. That's how we create this shift, this change. We actually stand as beacons of light once again on the earth. And we have the energy, the Wheel of Fortune. This is Taurus. And what's interesting about this is there's something that's going to change and happen when we start to really embody and embrace this energy of who we are. This might also be encouraging a few people to go study herbalism or maybe, oracle type work. Whatever it is that you've been to keep you in touch with your magic, or maybe it's even doing a tarot reading or oracle reading for a friend. So definitely tapping into the witchy energy this week. But yeah, Wheel of Fortune for me, it's cosmic alignment. It's where in my favorite deck, we see the stars above. And there's this energy of thinking into alignment, but first we have to embody it. So Ace of Disc energy. So yeah, we had that come up before as well. So we've got 2 of the same story cards that came up in the last pick for advice from Spirit or looking deeper in. The advice to go within, have a sense of embodiment, know that it's already shifting and changing is that advice. Let's see what we have from the Syrian star cards. And this is looking into the witch wounds. I wonder what we've got in terms of looking for this week. But yeah, we've got Sumas, and these are my Syrian cards available on Solreta.com. And focus, draw attention to the strength and power of the third eye. Feel and expand the energy and connect out. So if you guys are sensing dragons, if you're sensing fairies, if you're sensing like fae, tap into this, tap into that veil of these worlds returning and coming back. You guys know that I always talk about protection and standing like in your power. So I always use the words only, having those around that love is something to do with spirit world or to do with fairy realms and things like that. And I'm just seeing a question from Debs. Do we make our intentions this week coming for the new moon? Let's have a look at Spirit's advice on this as well. That is a great, I'm just going to get one card for this. We know joy is a state of heightened frequency. We see the sun energy too. So we're currently in Virgo energy. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. It's so lovely to have some more soul family join. That's very exciting. So what I'm going to do is let's have a look a little bit deeper into our intention. So Spirit is wanting us to hold joy in terms of like with the moon. So I would say this is tapping into energies that make you feel like electric, that feel like you're a certain signal as well. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I just had another one jump out on my lap. So what we're seeing Spirit's talking about, focusing on our and great creator as well. Thank you for your question. We're actually now doing a live Q&A chat, which will be on Sunday. If you're in the States or Canada, if you're here in Australia, it's on Melbourne, or Melbourne like myself, it's going to be on Mondays. And Becca, send me a pic. So yeah, we have mountain lights, light beings, portals, subtle energies. So this is also what we were just saying about the fairies and things. So this is the energy that Spirit wants us to focus on with the super moon as well. And we have the secret of Camelot, the authority of Spirit. So again, this is really tapping into like that witch energy, this Camelot, Merlin, Arthurian energy that we see as well. So yeah, we're taking questions in 7 days. Notification button for, you'll see there's a picture labeled saying questions. So that'll be a show coming up. So yeah, this is what we've got to tap into or to set or hold our intention for this moon. So it's denoted. Thank you, Seema, for joining us. I was just talking about people in Melbourne. So let's have a look into the overall energy for this week. Let me just get some more space on my desk. I feel like they want us to pick an oracle card as well, maybe perhaps for the end. But let's have a look. Oh, awesome, John. So John is saying, I went for a 40-minute walk at 1:30 p.m. Did not see one person, but it sounds like you saw some orbs, lots of butterflies. Oh, and fairy energy. Awesome. That's so good. All right, so let's get some cards. So this is the energy for this week. So I would say as a soul tribe, we've definitely got some energy and things that is coming up. Oh, thank you. It's so good to have you here, Lisa. I was just thinking of you the other day. All right. I hope you and the kids and your partner are well, all of you. So we have 6 cards. So usually this will represent a little bit of a story, as I say, like when we get 6 cards come out. So what I'm feeling it's the word trepidation is coming up to do with this week. I am seeing yellow energy come up as well. This is to kind of feel into things, to try and maybe gather some more information and things before rushing in and making decisions. So I'm just seeing there might be a pull or a feel to kind of, I guess, go with the flow with some of this energy, or to like big transformation. But I really feel this is almost like sitting back and evaluating things. But then other things, you might just get the green light and move straight ahead on it. Let's flip these cards over. So we have the same energy that we had come up to do with this. And Lisa, I'm not sure if you're just joining us or if you've just commented, but we have some witch energy that would be really good to go back and have a look if you missed the start. It was really strong from Spirit this week. But yeah, we have a 2 of disc. So it does look like that we're actually going through like a transitory type portal energy. Something is going to feel really different after this moon, this lunar eclipse. And we see here, there's more energy streaming in from the higher realm. So definitely it's become like super sensitive around feeling into messages and things that are coming through. And remember, one of the keywords Spirit gave me that we talked about at the start was the word channel. This card usually for me will represent channeling. So these higher crystalline realms with the swan and with the wisdom. And then we see Pisces energy, and then we see the crystals getting more solid. So something that we're bringing through this week might be a little bit more solid. We might have some more information, more downloads. We do have the ace, interesting because we had the Lady of the Lake with the sword as well. So you're going to have new insights and things. A lot of this is going to come more from tapping into your own energy, I feel. I don't feel that this is sort of like where we're reflecting or looking on things externally. I feel like this kind of introverted type energy. The other thing we see is a 10 of Wands. Again, the witch trial stuff. So I wonder if we're going to see this maybe perhaps even in the media or on a collective level of where people are trying to get the finger at people that are not following the program. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. And then we have a Knight of Swords. So I do feel this is sort of speaking up. I don't feel it's about just staying silent in this kind of situation. Let's get some clarifiers for this week and see. So we have a 9 of Teacups. This is Jupiter and Pisces energy. So we've got growth, expansion. This still is very much like go from the flow, but only flow that's coming in from the top. We're not having flow come in from like pull or water that's murky, like in the 5 of Cups that we talked about before. And we also have an Ace of Flowers. So really interesting. This is an Ace of Wands. So yeah, we're definitely going to get new insight and things. This seems like it. Oops, I saw my internet just drop. As soon as we talk about this Ace of Wands energy, it's almost like we get hit with a bit of plasma lightning. And again, Ace of Disc. So I keep seeing new things at the end of this week. Let me just check in. There's highlighting Saturday for some reason. So we have a Page of Spheres. There could be new ideas, new ways of looking at things, or we could be open to certain things. And then we have a 3 of Swords. So there could be interesting things coming up. So a 3 of Swords usually is Libra energy and Saturn. So it seems that there's some kind of new information, controlled narrative type energy. My Saturday would be your Friday. Just would be interesting looking towards the end of the week. I don't have a calendar in front of me to see like what date that is. Let me just grab one out of the drawer. But I had a calendar here. Okay, so we are in September. And next Saturday, Sunday energy, we're going to be in Gemini. So this is interesting. There could be a little bit of mind game type things. Yeah, fascinating. Let's see if there's anything else that Spirit wants us to do. And I can see good crypto energy. Oh, and for those that haven't seen Lisa's channel, go and check out. So Lisa, let me just pop you up, Lisa. Go check out Litecoin Lisa. She has an amazing channel on crypto. Some of you are already aware of her amazing work. So let's have another look and get an oracle card for this week. Okay. Oh my gosh, how funny. I just said, let's get an oracle card, and Spirit literally meant to get an oracle card. So we have the card of the oracle: lead, ask, listen, trust. So we definitely have embodiment energy of this witch powerful version of us. So you can do to tap into your gifts and your power this week. What is it that's going to make you feel that you're like running that new version, or that witch with upgraded energies as well? Thank you, Debs. So yeah, I feel really excited for this. For me, reflecting on everything that Spirit said, I'm definitely going to be using my I Am That Witch potion. So I'm going to be using this. I embrace my full power and magic. So I'm going to be holding that affirmation, that magic. But let's get, just before we go, how from the spells deck. and see what comes up. And we had one jump out. Okay. So Healing Woods body oil. So mix 9 drops of each Palo Santo, juniper and cedarwood essential oils in 250 ml bottle, almost filled. Use it daily, moisturize to encourage well-being and spiritual healing. Now, some of these oils are actually not only nourishing, but they're protective. So I feel this is spirit actually guiding us towards doing a bit of a protective blend or some kind of, protective shield. And I don't feel it's a shield of having fear, like we were saying with the Princess of Wands. This is a shield of protection, and I can't say the word, but it's like no one can mess with you. So this would be Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, or High Priest or Hermit, Merlin energy as well. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. And let me just pop up a few little reminders. I also want to say thank you for joining me live. I do actually really love doing the live show guys here with me. I actually prefer that rather than doing pre-recordings. And I want to remind you, you might want to hit the notification button on this one, because this is where I'll be answering your personal questions. This is something I used to do years ago, and I just thought it'd be fun to bring it back. Spirit had been sort of saying it to me the last couple of weeks, just on and off, about tapping in and doing a few things like this. It's a lot of fun. And we also, for bookings, go to masonjupiter.com. masonjupiter.com. Please use Jupiter to get 10% off when you're having your one-on-one reading, where we can dive deep and go specific. And yeah, my website, solreta.com as well. You'll see heaps of information and like different things that I have available. So have fun and check that out. And let me just bring back up my screen. Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, well, I'm so grateful for you guys. And yeah, Lisa, you bring so much value to this community and your shows and what you do. So thank you for doing what you do. You guys are welcome. Oh, I love you all. Well, wish I have all of your comments. Oh my gosh, Debs, go have a good sleep. You're so sweet. All right. Well, I love you all very much, and I look forward to doing some more readings through the week, and I will see you shortly. Have a wonderful day.